So I'm Emily. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a junior here at CU. And right now I'm living in the house of Delta Gamma. Being in a sorority to me, especially socially, it definitely means that you're going to be around a lot more people all the time and be interacting with a lot of girls. Like, much larger basis than if you were just kind of on your own and not in a sorority. It also means that there's a lot of rules and commitments and, you know, dates that you have to make, and a lot of commitment is put into being in a sorority. I sometimes think that being in a sorority properly just like represents me as a woman. I think a lot, like the biggest thing about it is, especially at CU, is that it is about values and finding that sisterhood and connections to girls that are lifelong and really are valuable and mean something. There is a lot of stereotypes about being in a sorority, and I don't think that is always true. And so I don't think that really represents me as a woman always. So I would consider myself different from a lot of girls in the house, just because, like, before I rushed, I never really, and even kind of now, I never really thought of myself as like a sorority girl. I think there's definitely stereotypes about being a girl in a sorority. It sort of puts a label on you and it just meshes you in with everybody else. I don't really think that I'm that similar to everyone in a sorority. Yeah, I think a lot of people like, oh, you're a sorority girl. I feel like a lot of it means like I feel like people who are in a sorority, like, a stereotype is that they like really care and work hard on their like social media, like their Instagram. They're always posting really good Instagrams, and I feel like a big stereotype is that we party a lot, which isn't really true for everybody. I think I don't really represent a lot of the stereotypes personally, but I think a lot of people do. Another stereotype is that, like, if you're in a sorority, you're automatically like a journalism, comm, or business major. I'm a science major. Yeah, I think there's stereotypes for people who aren't in a sorority, and I think it's mainly that they aren't as social as girls who are in a sorority. I think people who are in a sorority are seen as just, always out and about, just have lots of friends, kind of like more of a social butterfly kind of thing, and is always surrounded by people and wants to be just like in the action all the time. And that people who aren't in the sorority are more introverted and keep to themselves and maybe don't have as many friends. So one difference I definitely think there is that men can do and women can't, in sort of a sorority fraternity setting especially. You walk around on like a Friday during classes or Thursday or whatever, and there'll always be some houses with guys outside playing, beer pong or die, or drinking during the day. And I think if you walked down the street and there was girls doing that, it would be definitely more frowned upon. So in life, I definitely think that it's easier being a man, especially on campus. It's frankly kind of safer to be a man walking around at night. Men walk around, and they can walk around alone at midnight and don't really have to worry. And women, it's kind of a very dangerous thing in a college town or really anywhere to walk alone at night. One thing that women do and men can't is, I feel like women can get help easily if they need it, when men are supposed to just do things on their own. And I think the typical sorority girl is kind of an extrovert, has a lot of friends, and goes out a lot on the weekends, and just likes to be kind of in the action, around a lot of people and involved in a lot of different things. No, I don't really think that's me, honestly. In some ways it is, because I'm actually pretty involved in when I didn't really think I would be going in, and I don't really care as much, I think, as a lot of people in my house about like what people think. I'm kind of just like, I'm friends with everybody. I'm comfortable with a lot of different people. I'm not cliquey in any way. So I don't really think I'm really a typical sorority girl. But maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe they're all just stereotypes.